Jeff Palumbo coming more in with you from TwitchCon 2017. This time we're speaking to CrReaM. CrReaM and I have been friends for a little over a year. Like last TwitchCon is probably when we hung out. He likes to slaughter me in every game we play together and against each other. I just say that he's really lucky, but he's probably one of the best first-person shooter players that I've ever played against. I'm not trying to make you, better than you already are, but he really is nasty. But we're going to talk about LawBreakers.
Yeah.
What is it about the All-Star Update that kind of helped to really update the game and update it for you in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I could say performance-wise, the game runs even better than it already did. They made a lot of nice balances with the characters. I know the Wraith was always like my kryptonite. I hated it. He's all over the place. He was already crazy strong, so they nerfed him a little bit, which I'm happy about because I main Titan. So he was always, that dude always bugged me, always zipped all over the place, and I could never catch him because I'm slow as hell.
Yeah.
The new maps are great. I like and the skins too. I think we played the Blitzball on the new arena style map. It was actually really cool, and it was weird because there was no gravity, but it was fun. Yeah, there was no real gravity areas except the side. You could do this jump pad.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when you're used to every other map originally, all these zero grab spots, this was the one time I couldn't do it and abuse my little rocket spam and fly all over the place.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we know that you've been in a lot of esports type content before. What is it about LawBreakers that is starting to set it apart from other esports type games for you specifically?
It's a very fast-paced shooter.
Super fast.
Yeah, people compare it to games like Quake and all that, and it is like that, but it is also very different in the fighting styles of the characters with all the melees you can do, and just how every character can slay, even though it's completely different. That's what I love about it, and it's honestly, I don't think the skill is too through the roof that it would drive people away too much, so they shouldn't really be too worried about trying to get a hang of it.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because a lot of people say that the learning curve is really high, and I felt that for the first 10 or 20 matches it is to an extent until you find the character you really like, and then you slide right in and you're like, oh, I get it, and it's okay to main a character, where other games like Overwatch, you might be like, well, I have to play 1 of 7 and I have to be really good at them. This one, people, and at least in my opinion, they say, no, you stick with one really good character and always use them. Is that the way you're seeing it too, or maybe 1 or 2?
That's the best way right now to get a handle of the game. You find the one character that fits your style. A lot of people, I tell them, if you don't know what you're doing, hop on Enforcer. It's a straightforward, shooter character with some grenades and just an assault rifle. Or you can go Combat Medic if you like doing support stuff, but you can still slay as a Combat Medic. That's the thing. You just got to know how to use it. Yeah, you can. Combat Medic can be very annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So from being up on stage, does it feel any different than any other games? This is TwitchCon.
Yep.
There is a lot more people here than we're used to. Last TwitchCon was not even close to this type of hype. Does that make you, from an esports perspective, because it's so fast and because things happen so drastically quickly and because it is a team game of people you haven't really played with before, does that kind of change the game, at least in this tournament style, for you?
Yeah, it was a lot more competitive on the stage with everybody, even though, we're not a team or anything, we're just a bunch of streamers getting together and playing, but it was a lot of fun. And I just all the communication going back and forth kind of brought me back to my competitive days a little bit, from way back when I was in MLG and all that. But it was a good time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and that's really, I think people forget the fact that games are supposed to be fun. And I think that this game specifically, you can get in, as we were talking about before, you can get slayed by somebody and just be like, I respect that.
Yeah.
Because it's such a drastic difference in how you can slay somebody, and it's so drastically fast. You're like, how did you do that? I want to learn. Are you feeling that same type of community feel that usually isn't there in other first-person shooters?
Yeah, there's a lot of moments even just now. I think we were going against Stanky, and he's an ex-pro in PC games, and he was giving me trouble with the Wraith, so I was trying to learn how to counter him while he's zipping all over the place. It actually made me realize how to utilize the Titan a little bit better when he was, getting me every 2 seconds with his damn Wraith.
All the time.
Yep.
I hate the damn Wraith. I love it as a class, but I can't play it. And I'm a Titan buddy like you. So now, last thing, is there anything you want anybody to know that might either be starting the game or want to, that they should know that you thought was a great thing when you first started, that maybe somebody that's on the fence of getting it or not might want to know?
The game isn't as hard as it looks. I hear that from people, you said, they look at the game and they think it's wow, that looks intense, very fast, I don't know if I can do it. Just find the character, stick with it, and don't forget you have 2 guns. Because for some reason, all new players forget there's 2 guns. You're not stuck with your main weapon.
Yeah.
There's something else you could whip out of your pocket.
And that's it from CrReaM. That's it from TwitchCon 2017, at least for this. Make sure you keep following us at Lenovo Legion, and make sure you follow us, twitch.tv/Lenovo Legion. You'll see this guy around a lot more. Don't worry, we'll be working with him again. That's all for now. Thanks so much. Tune into the rest of the content we have.